Hello guys, it's me, Legomaster627, and welcome back to Legomaster627's Creations. So, here we are, it's the Christmas episode. This tour was supposed to be out a week ago, on December 18th. It's now Christmas. But you know what? Who cares? We're touring a Christmas event today on Christmas. That'll make more sense than it would be a week ago. Regardless, I want to first off apologize in all seriousness for having this episode out a week late. But you know what? Because it's Christmas, it does not matter. This is also the only Christmas event I still haven't showcased. And also, to be completely honest, it is literally 59 minutes away from it not being Christmas anymore. So without further ado, let's jump into this tour. But I, again, do want to apologize that this came out a week late. Regardless, let's jump into the tour. As you guys can already see, the world is decorated. Now, I just want to give a very big heads up that not literally everywhere was decorated. There are certain inside rooms that I just could not get to. And I know I had a week to work on this, but I kept taking multiple breaks and kind of forgetting to come back every day. But do be known that a lot of it was done on the 18th. Some of it was done throughout the week on December 22nd and like December 18th and 19th respectively. But just to clarify, Christmas 2023, a very bright Christmas from December 18th to January 1st, which is the exact same length as Lego's Island Christmas 2017 6 years ago. Regardless, the event, and I actually did work on some rooms last minute today on Christmas, ironically, which was the beach. So, that's it. With all that being said, the map over here, as you can see, is all fully updated for this party to take advantage of course, the Christmas theme, which is super freaking cool. And it looks really, really nice. Yeah, the beach right over here was the one thing I did on Christmas. The rest was all done beforehand, I promise. Oh, and I guess also putting this sign up. Because I also realized I almost hit record, and I almost was about to start filming the video hours before, and then I never added that. And then I just kept forgetting to record the video till like right now, which is annoying. Let's finish off our advent calendar while we're here. So we are going to start off with December 12th for the Eye Armor trim. We have December 13th for the Vex Armor trim. We have the Lectern on December 14th. December 15th, we have the Chiseled Bookshelf. On December 16th, we have the Beacon. On December 17th, we have the Trap Chest. That is all very cool. I will have to put all of these in the chest. Now, these next, these next 6 are very interesting, as they're all custom items. The pastel red candy cane hat, the pastel green candy cane hat, the pastel blue candy cane hat, the ice candy cane hat, and lastly, the pastel gold candy cane hat, alongside the peppermint hat, which, hey, that actually filled up our entire inventory. So we're gonna go ahead and put those on right now. Let's actually get into the light so we can actually see that properly. Much better. We can actually see that properly now, which is great. As for the rest, as we can see, they all look amazing, including the peppermint hat. That also looks cool. And yes, I did make sure that this does look as different as this as possible. So don't worry, the differences are clear. With all that being said, now we are going to get all of this out of my inventory because we're going to be collecting a lot more items. But that's not the only items we still have to collect. We still got a few more, such as a chest, and lastly for Christmas, an ender chest. But none of those are going to matter in this video. Regardless, we're going to wear the peppermint hat for the rest of the video. Looks very, very cool. What do you guys think of the advent calendar? That is officially it until 2024. You know, the Christmas episode was originally supposed to be the last episode of 2023. I gotta make up one episode now. That'll be the New Year's Eve episode for when we build the countdown. Which I realized by doing the Christmas episode today, we would have never done that. So, you know what? Maybe it is for the better. Because the next episode after this would be the New Year's party on New Year's Day. Which we'll still do that, I promise. Because I want to take advantage of it being a Monday. Regardless, that is it for the advent calendar. Let's officially move on. And I do apologize for taking so long. But I did need to get the advent calendar over with, as that was one of the main objectives. The tour here, as you can see, this looks crazy. This is literally all decorated, which is freaking amazing. Alright, I'm back. I was just uploading 2 videos. So, with that said, it all looks like that. Oh, okay. That's probably because I've had the game open for hours, so it's gonna start lagging. That's what I get for having the game open for super long. Yeah, it's gonna start lagging. As you can see though, let's just ignore the lag whenever it happens. Again, that's because I've had it open for hours, but again, let's ignore it. With that said, everything is lit up here, as you can see, which proves that I was not joking about a very bright Christmas. And actually over here, these decorations, not the inside decorations, no, the outside decorations right here, were also done here on Christmas, so actually I was kind of wrong. But regardless, this looks so cool. The inside decorations for the Pet Cemetery here were done on, they were done earlier in the week. I kind of started forgetting what days I did certain ones, but regardless, it doesn't matter. Regardless, we did all this, which is super freaking cool. Look at all these decorations. They look cool. Oh, and yes, that is the one thing I am the most proud of, and we'll get over there later. Let's explore the treehouse, which I don't think I ever actually properly finished, if I'm being quite honest. Like, if I'm being quite honest with all of you, I think I didn't actually finish this, although actually, you know what? Frick it, it feels complete to me. So who cares? Anyway, as you can see, this is how it looks. It looks super pretty, as you can see. It looks awesome. And yes, even the pillar thing here, holding up the treehouse, it looks so pretty. And even going up here as well. It may not be much up here, but you know what? It does not matter. Let's sleep for the heck of it, even though it's gonna stay night permanently until I turn it off. But that's okay. Actually, you know what? That is resetting our spawn point, so actually, you know what? That was worth it. That's it for the treehouse, since that's literally all I did. So now we're gonna move on to the Action World series, which is very cool. So over here, this was done on Christmas as well. And also, the inside of the cabin was done. This, I think, was done on December 18th. And in here is straight up not decorated. Remember what I said about certain inside rooms not being decorated? There are a few of them. And I do, again, just wanted to give you that warning. And that's one of them. So we're just going to bypass that entirely. But we can go into the cabin, which does have Christmas decorations. Very few, but at least some in general. So at least we got that. On the other side of the cabin, we also have this, which is super freaking cool. What do you guys think? Alright, and I think this was December 22nd that I did this, and then December 18th over here. I'm trying to remember as I go. Even though this probably won't matter to any of you, so actually, wait a minute, what is the point? What is the point? Although, I guess the only reason I am is because this did take a week to get done, so maybe that can explain why. Regardless though, this looks so cool. You may notice that each log has been transformed into a decoration for like a lit up tree, specifically like that, for example, which is pretty cool. What do you guys think? This honestly looks very cool and proves I really wasn't kidding about the theme. And yeah, with all that being said, what are your guys' thoughts? Let's move on to the Lego's Island series, and if I'm being quite honest, there's not going to be much here, so we're not going to be here long. So let's continue. Also, we're only 9 minutes in, and it's only like 11:12. That's impressive. Let's start off with the lodge. This is how it looks. It looks very, very decorated in here, as we can clearly see. And with all that being said, oh, I guess down here, I guess this I never updated, but that's fine. Up here is updated as well. Looks very, very well decorated for Christmas. And up here is as well. And fun fact, this is ironically the first ever time the chimney is properly being updated for this party. If we go outside the lodge, we can see that the chimney is actually updated for this party, which is something I was not planning to do originally. But hey, why not? It looked cool. And actually, it came out really, really well. So why not? We're probably never gonna do this again, so why not just do it now if I'm never gonna do it again? I have no idea. But that's it for the lodge. There's really not much to say outside of course, this lit up tree that's literally right next to the hotel. The resort here also is updated for this party, as you can see. Now, the following rooms, such as the clothes shop, the second house, the first house, the library, and coffee shop, alongside the blacksmith shop, are all not updated. But, thankfully, in here and here are both updated. So we will be skipping all the rooms I just said. Outside of this and this, the others are not updated. All that said, the resort does look very, very cool, as well as we can see. Honestly, I think I went all out for this, and I truly just love how it came out. It looks very, very pretty. What do you guys think? Looks very cool. Actually, let me add something, because that looks very bare without it. Again, we do got some lag, because again, I've had the game open for hours, but again, let's ignore the lag. Actually, yeah, that looks good. Alright, enough messing around. Still got a bit of ways to go. Anyway, in seriousness, back to the tour. I just wanted to add something there because that looks pretty empty. In seriousness, though, the resort does look very, very cool. I don't think it looked as cool as the actual resort design, or actually, you know what? Scratch that. This might even be better than the actual resort design in Lego's Island, if I'm being quite honest. And that's saying something. This might actually be even better than the actual Lego's Island resort design, if I'm being honest. You guys comment down below. Like, seriously, comment down below if you think this is better than the actual resort design or not. Or do you think that one's better? Regardless, let's make our way into the Lego's Island Cemetery, which we won't be in here long, considering there's not that many decorations. In fact, so much so that up here isn't even updated. Looks very, very cool. So, what do you guys think? This honestly looks so freaking cool. Really, it does. So, let's get back to it. Anyway, this looks very cool, and I hope you guys love it. And also, I'm kind of glad I'm doing this tour while the presents are, you know, here, because that's pretty cool. And that's it. So now we're gonna move on to the beach next, because yeah, it's ironically updated. And then of course we got over there and the current backyard as well. And then lastly the village, and then we're done with this tour. Now we won't be at the beach for long though. This was done on Christmas, as I previously stated, and actually is the only part of the beach to be updated, as if we go into the beach house, it is not updated, except for the chests, but those are already automatically updated. So this is the only part that's updated, so he will not be here long. Also, I'm surprised we're getting through this tour rather quickly. I know, I did not think that. With that said, what do you guys think? This looks super freaking cool. Honestly, I really love how they came out. Get out of here, Bat! Oh yeah, I did hear they got a new design, which is what we just saw right there. Anyway, with that said, this looks very cool, and it's literally the only thing I did here. So, the beacons look cool as well. What do you guys think? Anyway, our next stop is the old house and backyard. As you guys can see, it is decorated. Now, unlike the previous year, I don't think literally the entire house is decorated, so this might take less time. But do pay attention to these banners right here, as they may or may not be free items, much like they were during the Halloween party in their Halloween variant. Because, ironically, they are actually. With all that said, this is very cool. Over here, as you can see, looks like this. We do got 2 candy cane trees, a red and green candy cane tree respectively, and all the bushes are lit up, as you can see. This looks very, very cool. With all that said, that looks very cool. Now, we're gonna move on to the house itself. As you can see, it is all custom. Like, literally all of this is custom. Well, all the Christmas decorations are custom, which is very cool. All of this was done on December 18th. Actually, both the house and yard, which were ironically one of the first things I did actually during this. So that's pretty cool. Looks very cool. But yeah, you may notice there's not that many decorations in here compared to the previous year. There may be more decorations in a certain room than a previous year, but just know, okay, maybe the house, maybe everywhere in the house is updated, and I may or may not have been wrong. Looks very cool though, I'll admit. Oh, actually, sorry, we won't even need the shed key. Let's move on upstairs. Looks very cool. Oh! Looks like I should probably change this. Much better. Much better. Oh, and let me change this to Christmas. Much better. That is much better. I completely forgot to do that before going up here. So that's my fault. Regardless, this is very cool. So, what are your guys' thoughts on all of this? This honestly looks super cool. And yeah, even over here, actually there is nothing over here, but at least the curtain's updated. But you may notice all of these are decorated like the respective candy canes of, well, respective colors. We got rose crystal in pink, and rose in purple, and mine technically in blue, but that's technically also, I guess, green. Actually, that is green. Anyway, with that said, looks very cool in here. Actually, wait, sorry. In here is not even updated. Actually, like I said, a majority of these rooms are not updated, but I think I did re-add all the office stuff in here. Pretty cool. Regardless, though, this looks so cool. And this is the last room in the house before we move on to the yard. Looks very cool in here. What do you guys think? Anyway, with all that said, we are gonna move on to the yard now. There we go. So technically the only things out here are actually the fire and the lights being on. But outside of that, that's it. Now the actual yard itself. As you can see, looks very cool. I guess there's one tree I didn't add ornaments to, but whatever. So we do actually have a respective order to go in. As you can see, this is how it looks. And now this is where these actually come into play. Remember how I said pay attention? Because these actually will become useful. In which they are. Like, literally, these already have become useful. There's no free item placed for this, so I guess we could just grab it from here. But do take a look at what I did here. Looks very cool and very interesting. I do hope you guys love it. Oh yeah, that's where our next item is. Actually, speaking of which, let's collect it right now, actually. Much better. The pastel green candy cane banner. And this is the red one, by the way. With all that said, this is very cool. Hope you guys love it, because honestly, this was so freaking cool. Anyway, in all seriousness, let's actually move on. I'll admit though, all these trees look very, very nicely decorated. Even this one, despite not having any ornaments on it, because I forgot. The rest of these do have ornaments. They all just look super pretty. Do hope you guys love them. I know, they did not need to look this good. Alright. So, the next one is actually for the blue one, but for some reason, I guess I never placed it out here, so we're gonna have to go back to the front to collect it. God dang it. Actually, let me go place one over here so I don't have to do that again. Much better. That is much better. Hopefully I don't have to do that again. And over here, we thankfully have the ice ones. The ice candy cane banner. And this is the pastel blue one, which is pretty cool. As you can see, this is how it looks. Oh, and yeah, here's the gold one, by the way. That is the last item we're going to find out here. Looks very cool. And that is it for the old backyard and the house. Looks very cool. But just you wait till we get to the current one. Wait, before we head over there, I forgot to show over here this is updated. Oh. Yeah, that was some major lag. Oh, hey, get out of here. Yeah, I forgot to head over here. My bad. That was my fault. Yeah, this is decorated. Hey, get out of here, Bat. You gonna get over here, Bat? Hey, get out of here. Much better. Much better. Alright, now to the current backyard. Woo! Yeah! This looks very cool. Now, this was added after I decided to make those last minute changes. So, that must have been like December 22nd when I added this in the remake. As for everything else, it was all done on December. Actually, if you want to be real specific, you want to know when this was actually done? Who's ready? December 15th, when the event was originally supposed to release in the backyard. There you have it. So this was actually the earliest thing that I did. So I actually started early, haha! But no, seriously though, this is how it looks. Looks super cool. There's no items back here, by the way. Looks very cool. Hey, get out of here, bats. Hey, what are you guys doing? These guys are all over the place. Regardless, this looks so cool. Get out of here, bat. I think I know why these guys are around. It's because it's nighttime. That would actually make a lot of sense. Seriousness though, this looks amazing. I truly love how it came out. And it looks just like it would be in the backyard. Oh yeah, and the lanai decoration's in there as well. Get out of here, bat. And this is how it looks in the workshop. Looks very cool. And that's it for the current backyard. Looks very cool. Hey, get out of here, bat. Oh yeah, same with you. Let's go into the lanai real quick. This is how it looks. It looks basically the exact same thing as last year. So that's pretty cool. Lastly but not least, guys, is the village, which, as you can clearly see right here, is peppermint themed, which is actually what inspired me to do it in the other places, such as Oz Up 2, Lego's Island, and actually that's it. Literally. This is where I got the inspiration, is by doing it here originally. It was originally supposed to stay exclusive to this world, but I decided to put it in the other places for why not. As we can see, it looks like this, which honestly, I did not need to go this insane, but I'm glad I did anyway, because it looks amazing. With all that said, what are your guys' thoughts on the Peppermint Village? And yes, just to clarify, this is an item in this party. Looks very cool. What do you guys think? This looks so cool. Honestly, again, did not need to go this insane, but I'm glad I did anyway because it just looks way too good. It really does. And yes, even the insides are decorated well, except for the work shed, but at least the outside counts. That's pretty cool. But let's get to the point though. The insides, which also, yes, the doors have been changed as well. All of this is updated for this party, which is pretty cool. All of this was done on December 18th/19th, respectively. With all that being said, in here is updated as well. Very cool. Over here is also updated on the inside. Literally everywhere is updated on the inside outside of the work shed. Very cool. And yes, even the lighthouse is updated. What a freaking coincidence. Of course it's updated for this party. And it looks like this. Looks so freaking cool. What do you guys think? And yes, even in here is updated. Very cool. And well, guys, that wraps up the entire tour after only 30 minutes. That's impressive. We were able to get this done within only 30 minutes. With all that being said, thank you all so much for watching this episode of the Creations World. I just realized I forgot about the library, but really though, thank you so much for watching this episode. I'm sorry it was out a week late, but hey, at least it was the really cool Christmas episode. Even though this will most likely knock it out before Christmas ends. Unfortunately.